Today marks the beginning of an exciting new series where our goal is to build the ultimate vineyard in Farming Simulator 25. You guys absolutely loved these videos back in Farming Simulator 22, and honestly, it crushed me that we couldn't finish that series before Farming Simulator 25 dropped. But now I'm on a mission. We're going to do this right. We're going to build the ultimate vineyard in Farming Simulator 25, and this time, we're seeing it through to the end. Before we dive in, let me break down the settings for this challenge. The map I've chosen is Sri Lanka. It's perfect for what we're trying to accomplish. I'm starting this challenge with exactly $1 million in the bank. But here's the catch. No land, no equipment, nothing. Everything you're about to see, I had to purchase from scratch. So first things first, I went all in. I took that $1 million and immediately invested a huge chunk into land. I bought farmland 45, 46, and 47. These three plots together set me back $307,320. That's almost a third of our starting capital gone in one move, but trust me, we're going to need every inch of this space. Next on my shopping list was the equipment. And let me tell you, vineyard equipment is not cheap. Here's what I picked up. First, the Landini tractor for $65,000. This is going to be our workhorse throughout this entire series. Then I grabbed a grape trailer for $39,000, because we'll need somewhere to put all those grapes when harvest time comes. A pruner set me back $22,000. The mulcher was actually one of the cheaper items at $4,500. Cultivator for $7,500. A sprayer for $28,000, which is absolutely essential for fertilization. And finally, the big one, the grape harvester for $242,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Almost $250,000 just for the harvester alone. Altogether, I dropped $408,000 on equipment. Add that to the land purchase, and we're already down to about $285,000 from our original million. With all the equipment purchased, I transported everything to my main farm, which is Farmland 45. The good news? It came with a house. The bad news? It also came with some buildings that were absolutely useless for a vineyard operation. So I made the tough decision to sell them off. I got rid of a chicken coop for $15,000, a farm barn that gave me back $4,000, and a silo that actually brought in a decent $58,500. In total, I managed to recover $77,500 from those building sales. Every bit helps when you're trying to make this operation profitable. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I had to buy liquid fertilizer. Since I had the sprayer sitting at the dealership, I went ahead and loaded it up right there. Better to be prepared than to waste time going back later. Now here's something about Farming Simulator that always catches people off guard. The game starts you in August. Since I'd already finished all the prep tasks for building the ultimate vineyard, I slept all the way through to March. That's when things start getting really interesting with vineyard work. But March had other plans for me. I woke up to find my entire farm covered in snow. So much for getting started right away, right? I had to wait for the snow to melt before I could begin the real work. Finally, with the snow melted, it was time for the big investment, grapevines themselves. I started on field 45. Now, each grapevine costs $25. That might not sound like much, but when you've got the amount of land we're working with, this was gonna hurt. Let me fast forward through the planning process because I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me plant grapevines for 20 minutes straight. Okay, done. The final damage? $268,725 for grapevines across fields. 45, 46, and 47. That's over $250,000 just in plants. I can already tell you this is going to be a long grind, so buckle up. We're in this together. With the grapevines planted, we jumped straight into April, and that's when the real work started. The grapevines were beginning to grow, but here's the thing. We need to make sure they reach 100% yield bonus. Otherwise, all this investment could be for nothing. The first critical task with grapevines is to mulch and cultivate the rows in between. So I set up my tractor with the mulcher on the front and the cultivator on the back. This way, I could knock out both processes at the same time. Efficiency is everything when you're managing a vineyard this size. Now, I need your help with something. I'm using the GPS steering assist to mulch and cultivate down the middle of the rows, but I'm not entirely sure if I also need to get really close to the grapevines themselves. I don't think that's necessary, but if you've worked with grapevines before, please let me know in the comments. Your expertise could save me hours of work. I went ahead and mulched and cultivated all the rows throughout the entire vineyard. Next up was step 2, fertilizing. I attached the sprayer and started applying fertilizer to the grapevines. But here's where I need your help again. I believe back in Farming Simulator 22, I only had to fertilize every other row. At least, I'm pretty sure that was the case. I tried doing the same thing here in Farming Simulator 25, but when I checked the map and looked at the fertilization overlay, it showed that I needed to fertilize every single row. So here's my question for you experienced vineyard farmers out there. Should I be fertilizing every row or every other row? Drop your answer in the comments below because I genuinely want to make sure I'm doing this right. With the first stage of fertilization complete and no other tasks requiring attention in April, we moved straight to May. May brought the second round of fertilization. Just like before, I hopped into my tractor, attached the sprayer, and started applying the second layer of fertilizer across all the grapevines. And with that finished, the heavy lifting was done. No more work needed on the vineyard for now. All we could do was wait and hope that everything we'd done was correct. We fast forward to July and look at this. The grapes have started growing on the grapevines. Finally, our hard work is starting to pay off. Well, not quite yet, actually. We still haven't made a single dollar back from this massive investment. But seeing those grapes appear, that's the first real sign that we're on the right track. You'll have to wait until the next episode to see if all this hard work truly pays off. And that marks the end of episode 1 of building the ultimate vineyard in Farming Simulator 25. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more content like this. And listen, you need to subscribe right now. Seriously, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss episode 2 of this series. In the next episode, we'll be harvesting our first grapes, calculating our profits, and seeing if this entire vineyard operation was worth the investment. Will we break even? Will we make bank? Or will this turn into a financial disaster? You'll have to tune in to find out. If you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy this one that YouTube is recommending. I'll see you in the next episode.